Every morning for 20 years, my mother drank from the same white mug chipped handle, a thin hairline crack running from the rim to the base like a delicate scar. It wasn't pretty, but she swore coffee tasted truer in it, as if the ceramic itself had steeped with the memories. Dad once tried to throw it away, replacing it with a sleek, new set from a department store. "We have 12 others," he said, holding up a pristine example. "This one's seen its day." She fished it right out of the trash, wiping it clean with her apron. "This one's seen times things asterisk," she corrected him gently, of her tone leaving no room for argument. "It's seen your first promotion, and the sunrise after my father's funeral. It's earned its place." When I was a kid, I didn't understand how an object could mean more than its use, but that mug was practically part of her ritual, the soft, familiar clink when she stirred in a spoon of sugar, the way she cradled it with both hands while staring out the kitchen window, as if the steam held answers and the world was still negotiable. When she got sick, hospital mornings with their sterile light replaced the warm kitchen ones. Machines beeped a Sara and Aster, a monotonous rhythm where the kettle used to whistle a cheerful tune. On my third visit, feeling helpless, I brought the mug, scrubbed clean, but still indelibly cracked. The nurse frowned, pointing to a clipboard of regulations. "I'm sorry, you can't bring personal dishes in here. It's a hygiene policy." Mom smiled faintly, her eyes meeting mine with a spark of their old defiance. "Then it's a flower vase," she declared. She gestured for me to fill it with water from the pitcher and placed a single, brave daisy from her bedside tray into it. "See?" she said, her voice soft, still useful, still holding something beautiful. After she passed, the silence in her house was a physical weight. I found the mug on her nightstand, the daisy long wilted, a ghost of that moment. I couldn't bring myself to wash it, to erase the last thing her hands had touched with purpose. Months later, in the bleary half-light of a workday morning, I reached for it out of pure muscle memory. As I lifted it, the weakened handle finally broke off in my hand, clattering into the sink. I froze, staring at the jagged pieces, feeling a wave of grief so sharp it was ridiculous, crying over shattered porcelain. I almost threw it out, gathered the pieces, and held them over the bin, but I stopped. Instead, I spent the evening at the table, gluing it back together, piece by fragile piece. The seam was ugly, uneven, a topographical map of the break. That night, long after the glue had set, I poured myself coffee into the repaired mug, my heart in my throat. I took a sip, and for the first time, I understood. It really did taste truer, steeped in resilience and the bittersweet truth of love that endures past breaking. Now it sits on my counter, a vessel of a different kind, holding pens and pencils instead of coffee. The glue lines catch the morning light, glinting like delicate gold veins, a visible history of repair. People ask why I don't just get a new, whole one. "Because," I say, running a finger over the sealed crack, "this one reminds me that some things and people don't lose their value just because they've been broken. They become proof that love is what holds the pieces together, and that sometimes what's mended is stronger than what was never flawed." The cracks we fear the most don't ruin what's precious they show, where care decided to stay.